Good afternoon. Today we're going to be learning about used to. Okay, let's start by looking at its meaning and uses. So the first meaning, the first use. Use used to express past habits. Okay, so used to usually expresses a contrast between the present and the past. Okay, so for example, the present. Today women wear bathing suits to swim. In the past, in the 1920s, women used to wear swimming dresses to the beach. Here we're contrasting the present with the past, and we use used to wear swimming dresses. Do they wear swimming dresses now? No, they don't. They wear bathing suits. But it's a past habit, and we're contrasting a present with the past. So we use used to. We use used to for activities that are no longer done, but were done in the past. Moving forward now, use used to with the stative, that is non-action verbs such as like, have, and be, and think. You use this instead of would. So, for example, people used to think sea serpents existed. Okay, do people think sea serpents exist today? No, but they used to. Okay, moving forward now, some other examples of stative verbs or non-action verbs are for thoughts and opinions such as agree, believe, feelings and emotions such as dislike, hate, like, love, prefer, wish, senses and perceptions, appear, be, feel, hear, look, see. We use these with used to usually. Okay, use that instead of would. Okay, moving forward now, let's look at the form of used to. Okay, so add used to before the verb. So, for example, people used to believe sea serpents existed. Okay, we have used to right before the verb. Okay, right there. The second, to the negate, we add the past tense of do. That is, do not, did not. So, for example, women didn't used to wear bikinis to the beach. They didn't. It's just a fact. 1920s. Okay. Is that still true? No, it's not. Okay. But in the past, women used to wear swimming dresses, and women didn't used to wear bikinis. Okay, moving forward now. Um, to make a question with used to statement. People used to believe in giant sea serpents. Okay, that's my statement now. How do I make this a yes no question? Well, I add did before the subject. So, did people used to believe in giant sea serpents? Also, very important, we remove the ed from the end of use. Okay, whenever I use did, I do not write or say used. Okay, I delete it. Okay, remember that did is an auxiliary helping verb that takes the tense. Okay, and here's doing just that. If I want to write a WH question, then I just add a WH word. Who, what, where, when, why, and how. So, when did people used to believe in giant sea serpents? Let's look at the pronunciation of used to. It's actually very interesting, the pronunciation of used to, and let's talk about it right now. So, used to is pronounced as used to. Okay, not used to, but used to. Okay, normally. There are two reasons for this. The first reason is that we delete the D sound when it is surrounded by consonants. So, for example, blind, alone we say blind. But if we add man at the end, then the D sound is surrounded by a consonant N and a consonant M. So instead we say blind man. See? You don't hear the D. Blind man. Same thing with wild. You can hear the L sound, wild. But if I add a consonant right after the D sound, then the D sound is deleted. Listen here. Wild boar. Wild boar. See, no D sound. But if it's with a D, we say wild boar. But quick and connected, wild boar. Okay, next, again, moving on to used. Okay. Here we're surrounded by an S, use, and the D sound. We don't pronounce the DE, okay? We don't say used, okay? We say used, okay? So used. And of course, if I have the S sound right before the D and the T sound right before the, then the D sound is deleted. So we don't say used to, we say used to. Used to. Okay, the last one is the reduced form. Remember that grammar words, the unstressed vowel of a grammar word is usually pronounced as So, for example, here we have this letter. If it's stressed, it's a. Unstressed, Here we have this determiner. Okay, if it's stressed, we say the. If it's unstressed, we say the. Again with used to. Okay, if it's stressed, used to. Unstressed, used to. Okay, used to. Okay, so moving on. Quick summary. Use used to contrast the present with the past. In 1920s, women used to wear swimming dresses to the beach. Is this still true? Not in America, no. Not very likely, okay? Maybe they are someone, but most people don't wear swimming dresses. Okay, if we want to make a question, then we add did before the subject to make a question. So, did people used to believe in giant sea serpents? Here's my subject, people, and right before people, did. Also remember, the auxiliary do will take the tense. So we don't say did people used to. No, we delete the d, okay, and it goes here. The ed, the past tense, it moves to the auxiliary do. Hence, did. Next, to negate, add did not before used to. So, for example, people didn't used to believe the earth was round. And remember, we don't say used to. If we want to say it quick, we say used to. Okay, this concludes my presentation. If you have thoughts, questions, or concerns, please email me, and I look forward to seeing you in class.